What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the MIB Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, more fun, more excitement from the museum today. Cold, wintry day, nice and toasty here in the museum. And we're starting with our second episode of MIB's Top 100 Collectibles in my museum. These are collectibles. These are items that I simply can't do without in my collection. If I had to give something away, and that's a big if, but if I had to give something away, these particular figures, these top 100 figures would be definitely set aside. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it under any circumstances. These are some of my favorite figures. We have Lady Pop Hunter to thank for issuing this challenge to me months and months and months ago. It was just my favorite top 10 items, collectibles in my collection. And as you can see, it took too long. So I just kind of altered, sorry about that, Lady Pop Hunter. I altered the challenge a little bit, and I had to come up with my top 100. I mean, that's the only way I could really make sense out of it, and I could sleep at night with myself. I am very connected to my collectibles, guys, as most collectors are. So we did our first episode, our top 10. Here's our second episode. These are another 10 of my favorite items, collectibles in my museum. And we'll start off with my G.I. Joe Point du Hoc Army Ranger from the D-Day collection. This figure is, once again, it's a figure that I think about constantly. It's just so cool. It has a ton of accessories, weapons, you name it, items. The figure itself is beautifully done. The clothing, everything, the gear, head sculpt is really cool. I believe I bought this in 2001. It's just a beautiful figure to look at. He came with the gung-ho grip hands. Look at all the weapons and items. Just a beautiful figure. Can't live without it. Beautifully done. I want to sit him somewhere, but I'm afraid I'm gonna knock stuff over. So let me see here. I'm trying to do this all in one take for you. So let me see here. Okay. Here's another fun one. Bring him up here. Let me see. This is my Blanka, my Capcom Street Fighter 2. And you can see here, G.I. Joe had something to do with that. You see he's got the G.I. Joe Hall of Fame body. But I have all of them, all the Street Fighter 2 figures. Blanka's my absolute favorite, though. You might see some more Street Fighter figures in the top 100. But this is going to be one of the first ones you're going to see because the Blanka figure is just done so beautifully. It's got the orange real hair. As you can see, it comes all the way down the back. Some other real life like hair here. Some on his chest as well. The blue, bright colors. Beast Blaster shoots, actually. This is the Beast Blaster's weapon. He comes with a sword as well, some grenades. Hasbro was really cranking these figures out. But this is one of my favorite ones. The Blanka figure. Literally can't do without him. I'm actually looking for another Blanka figure as well because I've shared this with you guys multiple, millions of times now. But if I really like a figure, I'll have multiples of that figure. The problem, though, with this figure is that I have to find it in the right condition. And this is a beautiful box. I believe I purchased this from Coswell Collectibles, I believe. So that's probably why I'll just wait, and hopefully Coswell Collectibles will have another Blanka up for sale. But had to, as you can see, I'm stuck on this particular figure. That's how much I like this figure. So let's move him out the way. Let's see here. I want to do this a certain way. I don't want to break anything. Here is a figure Mego came out with, and it was so difficult to find. It's number 105. The Black Manta figure, 14-inch figure. Extremely hard to get. Some people say it was just a short run. Big Bad Toy Store was selling the entire set, like, you know, with the Aquaman, Superman, Batman, but then they would throw Black Manta in there, but you would have to buy the whole set just to get Black Manta, and I didn't want to do that. I had all the other figures on top of that, so they never sold Black Manta separately. I hear in the UK that he's extremely available. You can get this. You can find Black Manta in quantity, but here in the States, Black Manta is extremely rare, very difficult to find. I got this from Count Stankus. I purchased this from Count Stankus. We appreciate that, Count Stankus. And he parted with this. He knew I wanted it, so I had to have it. And I believe I purchased this about 2 years ago from Count Stankus. But it's another figure in my collection that I simply can't do without, that I think about often because I'm such a huge Black Manta fan. And it's always fun to know that you got something that everybody wants, right? As a collector. And this is one of those figures. My 14-inch Black Manta figure. And that's number 3. Let's go to number 4. My Hall of Fame Snake Eyes figure. The box itself is in beautiful condition. This is from 1991, I believe. 1991. And this Snake Eyes figure is just absolutely gorgeous. You know, you see that he's not the traditional, doesn't have the traditional black outfit on, black mask and everything. I love the fact that this is, some people say that this is from the comic book version of Snake Eyes. I don't follow the comic book version of G.I. Joe. So for all my comic book people out there, let me know if this is how he looks in the comic books. But as you can see, once again, this is a figure. It's my absolute favorite from the Hall of Fame line as well. But this is a figure I simply can't do without. I think about constantly. It's just one of those figures. It's a fun figure. He's got all his weapons here. I believe the weapon still works. I tested it about a month or so ago. 1991, the weapon still works. How cool is that? He's locked in real good in there. But I can't say enough about that mask. I really love that mask. Everything about him, the harness, everything, the outfit. Snake Eyes here. And you got the G.I. Joe there. He's got his dog tags. You see he's locked in. Real good. All the way down here. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's number 4 on my all-time favorite list. And he's not going to act right for me. So let me see here. So you guys, you're getting the real actual footage here of me actually trying to do this. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to move. We're coming up on, that's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's 4. Number 5 here. I have a ton of famous cover series action figures. They say they're 8 inches tall, but they're more like 9 inches tall. This came out in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and this was a fun Mego-like action figure line. We didn't have Mego at the time, and Toy Biz came out with these beautiful figures, and I have about, you're going to see maybe 3 or 4 more of these in the top 100, but my top 3 so far here, and this is number 5 here on my top 100 favorites for this video anyway, is my Spider-Girl figure. The box, everything's beautiful. She's got a fantastic head sculpt. You can't see that because she's got her mask on. But I bought a ton of these figures. I was trying to build my famous cover series collection. But everything from her outfit, you name it, her web shooters, just awesome. Just a beautiful, beautiful figure. And like I said, the head sculpt is fantastic. You want to see the head sculpt. There's a ton of videos that actually shows her without her mask. And it's just a beautiful head sculpt. The artwork, everything about this is just beautiful. So that's number 5. Let's set this over here. Okay, here we go. My Red Skull. This is number 6. Look at the head sculpt on this. This is just beautiful. Let me see, get this just right here. Get you a blown out look here on my Red Skull figure. This is a figure that I'm always talking about. I'm always alluding to. I'm using examples when I talk about a figure and the head sculpt and how a figure should be designed and everything. I always refer to the Red Skull figure, my Marvel famous cover series Red Skull figure. Because look at the head sculpt. Just one of the best head sculpts I've seen on an action figure. A 9-inch action figure, not an 8-inch action figure. And less is more. His outfit, everything, it just ties in so beautifully. He's just like he just came right out of the comic book. Literally right out of the comic book. So this is just another figure that I just couldn't do without. Love the hands. Just a fun figure. Absolutely fun figure. Let me see here. He's not gonna stay like that. So I'll turn it back in. There we go. He'll stay like this. Okay, where we come now? So number 7 right here. Carnage. You got a lot of the new Carnage movies that came out within the last few years. And I think Toy Biz did a fantastic job at designing this particular Carnage figure. You see he's going to war with Spider-Man here. Beautiful artwork. Let's see if we can get this open. The artwork is only surpassed by the figure itself. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be. And that's how awesome the box art is. It's got that comic book style feel to it. But my Carnage figure is one of my all-time favorite figures here in my museum. Just a beautiful, beautiful figure. From the design of the outfit to the head sculpt itself. Everything is fantastic. Just beautifully done. Another figure I just can't live without. I would never trade this figure. And that's number 7. I'll set this here. I'm going to try to swing around. I think I have... Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Swinging around. Coming in at number 8. I can't move them. I can't move them. So coming in at number 8 is my electronic Battle Command Duke figure. He says over 1,000 battle commands. Over 1,000 battle commands. Just a fantastic, fantastic figure. Had to have it. Just a really cool figure. He does a lot. Another reason I love this figure so much is because being an MIB collector, the box is in pristine. When I say pristine, I mean absolute pristine condition. Without question. And I believe that's number 8. I'm going to come down here to number 9. Is my John R. Fox G.I. Joe figure. Medal of Honor figure. Get you a blown up shot here of him. Can I bring him over here? Let me bring him over here to you guys so you guys can see him. I can put him on the stage. Just a super cool figure. Very difficult to find. Very hard to find. So if you have this figure, be happy because he's expensive. He's becoming more expensive now. But he's just beautifully done. He comes with a ton of items. But the really cool aspects is this is an actual person. So this was made in honor of John R. Fox. That's number 9. And number 10. I will see if I can bring him down. I can bring him down. This is going to be tough. I should have just leave him. This is why I tried to move stuff that's heavy. It's really heavy. But number 10. My search for the Yeti. You saw my search for the Sasquatch. This is the first one that I got. A good friend of mine got this for me way back in 2002. Coworker. And everybody knew that, how big of a collector I was. And they asked me if I had this, and I said no. And so they got it for me. I believe they got this from Target. And as you can see, everything is still intact. He's got the camera here. The selling point on this figure is, without question, is the Yeti itself. It's beautiful. It's white, still snow white here. Fur. We have the Yeti, and the search for the Sasquatch one is brown. Beautiful head sculpt here. This is number 10. As you can see, our Venture team. G.I. Joe, he's locked and loaded, ready to go. Just a fun, colorful set. And that's number 10. More of my favorites, guys. Figures that I just think about all the time. And I have a lot of them. So this is number 10. This is episode number 2, guys. Stay tuned for episode number 3, when we will unveil another 10 of my absolute favorite figures from the MIB Master Toy Museum. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And keep collecting.